What's going on, everyone? It's Jamie here from SaaS University, and today we're going to talk about the top 4 mistakes that SaaS founders make when launching a SaaS business. So we're going to take a look at all 4 in detail here, so make sure you stay to the end of the video. Before I dive into it, I just want to talk about the Solo SaaS Academy. It's going to be my very own course that's going to bring a solo SaaS founder from idea generation to generating their first $1,000 a month in MRR. It's going to encapsulate everything I've learned over the last few years as a SaaS founder, where I've taken my own SaaS company from zero to well over the 10K MRR mark, which is often a critical threshold. I've learned lots along the way, and I want to share all that info for you in an easy to understand and easily digestible manner. There's a link in the description below to apply for early access to it. The course isn't out yet, but applying below is going to guarantee you a discounted rate when the course does come out. So again, there's a link in the description below if you're interested in the Solo SaaS Academy. So now let's dive into our top SaaS mistakes. Let's go to the first one here. That's going to be the overall of that. Is your product something people actually want? Many people start building SaaS products without any idea if there's actually a customer base out there that is willing to pay. That is a key part there, willing to pay, and they have the ability to pay. Your SaaS product may be the coolest tech stack out there with the most optimized code base, but if it's not something people are willing to pay for, it's not going to get anywhere. And this should have been done in the idea validation stage, where you're understanding your target audience and your target customer. And this could be a misalignment between your customer base as well. So maybe you're just targeting the wrong customer. Maybe they don't have enough money to spend. Maybe you want to go up market. Or if you're already up market, maybe you want to go down market. This can give you different targeting options to reach a customer that's willing to pay for your product. If you're not really sure what to do there, how can you get there? And one of the best ways to do that is simply just to speak to people. Can you get on the phone with them? Can you discuss what would make your product better? What would be a better fit for them? And how could you get your very own SaaS product? Is it just about repositioning, or is it about the feature core itself? Selling to the wrong customer is a mistake many founders make. So the second mistake here is going to be mispricing your SaaS product. People often tend to have their SaaS prices too low. They're undervaluing how much their product is actually worth. And they think because it doesn't cost them very much in terms of just variable cost on a monthly basis, they can charge almost nothing. So if you look at your income statement and your expenses, by server costs, could be database costs as well. You might pay for different ad spend there. Maybe you don't have a developer, maybe you're doing it yourself. You think I can charge very little. I can make a $5 profit per customer on a monthly basis, but I'll have 2,000 customers and that will get me to the 10K MRR mark in profit on a monthly basis. But you may be leaving a lot at the table. Because maybe your customer is willing to spend way more for your product as they provide it so value. Maybe it's saving them thousands of dollars a month. They kind of don't really care how much your product is going to cost as long as it's under that limit, as it's so effective for them. You also want to make sure you're testing your prices. As for most products, going up by $5 to $10 a month or even higher than that really isn't going to make a difference. I've listened to stories from the founders of Segment On, and someone had given him the advice that he should keep on asking for a higher price with every new client until they started saying no. And it ended up just being completely out of range of what he thought his product was worth. It ended up generating millions more in revenue. Now, there's a lot of nuance to pricing and different pricing models, and that's something I will discuss as well in the Solo SaaS Academy, so make sure you apply for early access below. The third mistake is founders not thinking that marketing is just as important. Many people get caught in the trap of if you build a good product, people will come. That's almost never the case. You basically have to have a product that people have been solutioning for years, like maybe you cure aging or something like that. And I almost guarantee you your product doesn't do that. So that means marketing is going to be vital to your business growing. Now, if you're a programmer, it's going to be very easy just to get caught up in feature development, as you think if I add just one more feature, more customers will come. That can't be the mentality you have. You have to split up your time. I've seen developers do it where they spend one day on feature development, then they spend one day on marketing. They try to alternate that throughout the week, as that ensures they're not just spending all their time building features. You want to make sure you have a plan for how you're going to get new customers and a strategy overall. Are you focusing on content marketing? Maybe you think PPC is a really great way to acquire customers. You can do that in a cost-efficient manner. Maybe it's educational marketing, or maybe it's cold outreach through email. Depending on your SaaS business, it's vital that you focus on it. You may think that you'll just hire someone to do that once your product is feature complete, but that's the wrong mentality to have. I do think that you should learn at least the basics of how to find a successful strategy for acquiring new customers, as it can give you better insight into it. I think overall this will be essential as your business starts to grow as well, to have an understanding of the different methods out there to acquire customers effectively. So the last mistake here is going to be within feature development, and that's going to be working on the wrong features or spending too much time on features that aren't going to be used. Now, there are quite a few ranking systems out there for how software companies decide on what features to build next. I can go over these in more detail in some videos. I will also be covering it in the Solo SaaS Academy to make sure that you're building the right feature at the right time, because you want to be thinking about all the different costs, including time. Maybe there's a financial cost. There's also an effectiveness cost. Is this feature just going to be for one specific customer when you have thousands, or will this feature apply to everyone? Creating an effective ranking system for this is just going to make your life so much easier, as you're going to be building features that affect the most amount of people in the least amount of time for the least amount of money. So this concludes the video here on the top SaaS mistakes that founders make. We went over 4 different mistakes here, and so I hope you enjoyed this content. And if you did, I would love it so much if you hit that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment as well. Lastly, I want to mention the Solo SaaS Academy again. It's going to be my very own course covering idea generation to generating your first $1,000 in MRR. There's a link in the description below to apply for early access, and that's going to guarantee you a discounted rate when the course does come out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.